Hi guys, Random here, back with a bit more World of Warships. Yes, I might not sound quite myself today. I've not been very well the last few days, so yeah, a little bit croaky. But here we are, and I have just unlocked this, the Tier 8 Pan-Asian destroyer, Hsienyang. I'm going to say Hsienyang. I might just call it the Yang. But then you've got a low Yang and a other Yang and some more Yangs, and yeah, that could get confusing. So we'll stick with Hsienyang. Now, this is the Tier 8. It's the one that follows on from the Gajimada. And I have literally just unlocked it. I have 0 XPs. I have just spent lots of credits on upgrades for it. And, yeah, let's see what we get for our money, shall we? So, hit points, 12,800. Well, it's a destroyer, and if we have a look here, you'll see it's on the A-hull. It's completely standard. When you upgrade it, you get 15,500, so yay. Torpedoes and gun range as well is standard, so we'll just go with them for the time being. You do get 4 single-mounted 127mm turrets, which are just there. 2100 max AP, 1800 max HE, 11.4 kilometer range and a 3.3 second reload. So that's not too bad. That isn't too bad. It's not too dissimilar to the Gajimada. If we have a quick look here, 3x twin 120s, so 2100, 1700. Slightly longer reload of 5 seconds. The Hsienyang, I believe, is based on the Gleaves, is it? Yeah, Gleaves class, so it's a US destroyer, which would make sense with the faster reloading guns. Torpedo-wise, we have 2 quintuple launchers, so 2x5, they're not bad. They are 15,867 max damage, and 108 second reload. They reach out to 8 kilometers, 61 knots. Not too terrible. When you upgrade them, obviously that changes. Your reload time goes up by a tiny amount, but your max damage also goes up. Speed drops to a miserable 55 knots, but your range does go up. So, I don't know. Think of them like slightly mobile mines, I think. They will clear an area, but at Tier 8 you're going to get a lot of radar, so we'll come on to radar in a minute. Let's have a look here. AA defense rated at 39, which isn't terrible for a destroyer. You don't get the anti-air consumable, unfortunately, but 6 single 20mm mounts, 2 twin 20mm mounts, so they're both 2.4 kilometers, 22 and 12 DPS, and then your main guns are also dual purpose, 6 kilometer 43 DPS. Maneuverability wise, she's not slow, she's no slouch at 37.5 knots. Turning circle is not too bad either, 570 meters, and we've got a rudder shift of 3.9 seconds. I do have rudder shift mod 2 on, so bear that in mind. Detectability, this is with the detectability module and the captain skill, 5.8 kilometers, 2.9 by air, 2 in proximity spot, same for every boat in the game, and 2.7 if you're firing from smoke. So, captain skills, let's have a look. This is my Gajimada captain, which I've just pulled across. Preventative maintenance, we have last stand, we have torpedo armament expertise, and we have concealment expert. And I'm saving up some more points. Not sure where I'll go with that. I think I'll wait probably until I get the tier 9 before I start looking at spending more points down on tier 3 and 4. See what best suits them. Until we get there, he's fine. He is fine. So, modules, upgrades. Right, so we have Concealment System Mod 1, We have steering gear mod 2. I've gone for AA gun mod 2. Just to give you a little bit more range on the AA guns. Now, can work against you, because if you can shoot the planes, they can see you, I believe is how it works. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's how that works. Damage con mod 1, and I've just gone for main armament mod 1 because, yeah, you've only got 4 turrets and you want to keep them all in the game. So, we have our premium consumables on here: damage con 2, smoke gen 2, and engine boost 2. You could also take surveillance radar instead of smoke, but why would you do this? I don't get it. It's only got a 7.5 kilometre range. Now, your torpedoes are 8 kilometres, and your radar is going to be so small, or your radar circle, if you like, detection, is going to be so small that if there is anything within range, it will detect you anyway, because it's more than likely going to have radar of its own, which will reach further than 7.5 kilometres. So, I can see some very situational occasions where this would be good, but why would you give up smoke? That's the way I look at it. So, let's take her into battle. Let's see what she like. First game in the Hsienyang. So, tier 8, so we could get pulled into a tier 10 game. Looks like we've been lucky though, tier 6, 7 and 8. So that's nice. We've got the Tirpitz. Does Tirpitz have hydroacoustic? I think. Yeah, Cleveland definitely has radar and hydro. So, yeah, that's what I mean. Why would you do this? So the reload on this isn't too much different, I don't think, to the Gajimada for the torpedoes. About 1 minute and 40 around there. So, yeah, could be interesting. There's only one destroyer in the match, which is ours. Got some lovely turrets reversed. Look at that. That's really nice. Big fan of fast-moving guns. What I have done to try and help with my menhirs, what you can do in this is you can turn off tracking on ships. So, for example, if that's a ship, the guns would automatically track it once you've got them pointed there. I've got that turned off now, because what I was finding is I would be looking at a ship here, and then you'd have an island or something moving behind it, and because they were moving at different rates, it's all to do with your point of perspective, really. But the island's moving at a different rate. It was making me feel a bit meh. So I've turned that off, and I've been playing the last few games without it on. Yeah, it's not too bad. It isn't too bad. You do have to get better with your aiming, so that's worth note. But it isn't too bad. So we're 30 seconds off our torps being up. There is only one boat in this game we cannot sink with our torps. Now I've got to decide, do I go for the island dash? Do I slow down? So I'm going to slow down. I don't want to be caught broadside. Hello. We've got something popping up. Looks like it's a North Carolina. Now that means something's come this way to detect him. So I'm going to head straight for that island. We've got another detection there. Oh dear. It's the Hsienyang. Okay, well, you can see there the difference that the tracking makes. You have to manually track it with your mouse, which makes it a little bit jerky, so I'll apologise for that, but it does make it a lot easier for me to actually play. Now, what I could be doing is dropping smoke, and what I'd really like people to do is actually be shooting this bloke.
Main turret critically damaged.
But they don't appear to be. So I'm actually going to just drop smoke here, because I really do not want to be the guy sat out enjoying the attention of the entire enemy team. So I'm going to repair that. I'm going to get some shots in on what I can.
Problem solved.
This guy over here has just disappeared, but we can pick him up. And we've got the Amagi over there. Now that Cleveland, I want.
Smoke screen set.
So I'm going to put my torps out in a nice wide pattern. Hopefully we should be covering the gaps with each of them, and hopefully we can pick out that Cleveland, I'm hoping. What am I going to drive into? Oh dear. Okay, didn't turn quite far enough. Did get a nice hit on that Cleveland though, but a little bit worried he's going to radar me. Really not a fan of all this radar in the game. But, you know, we'll do what we can here. So, let's keep going. Any of our torps likely to hit anything? Doesn't look like it, does it? Let's keep steering away from that island. Let's not hit it again. Jolly good. Let's get behind it, because island armour is the best armour. And we've only got a few seconds left on that smoke, so cheeky shot in there. And then we need to slow down, turn in, because we don't want to be picked out by that Amagi. We've got an awful lot of ships coming around here, you know. So, yeah, he's picked me up there, that's fine. I've got 15 seconds left on the reload. That's not too bad. That has now been got rid of. I need to come back behind this island. He's within 1.8 kilometres, which is why he can pick me up. I don't mind it because we are this tight up against the island, but I am going to experience issues very, very shortly. Let's just check behind us, make sure there's no friendlies coming, because we really don't want that. That Amagi, oh good grief, that Amagi has grounded himself, hasn't he? Okay, right, well, Mr. Alabama, you're next on the menu, so hello, you can have some of those. Please do enjoy with my compliments. So, yeah, we get a nice, decent damage roll on him. And I'm now looking to run away again, because they are all shooting at me, the buggers. So let's hit the gas.
Engine boost activated.
And let's see what we can do. So that North Carolina now, they're all a good distance away, so they're not going to see me firing through the smoke. So we'll see what we can do with him. Still got a minute on the torps. So this is the downside of having a decent sized torp launcher, is it takes longer to actually reload it. I was going to say refill it there, but yeah, you know what I mean. So, come on, we're looking to squish this North Carolina if we can. That Amagi's on very low health. Can I hit him from here? I might be able to. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see if we can get some shots over the top there. Maybe, maybe not. So our torps are coming back up. Oh, we did get some hits there, look. Smoke is about to go. And we're detected. Okay, let's pull her back round. And let's see what we can do. Now, we've got the Tirpitz there. Mr. Tirpitz. And we have the enemy Tirpitz. Let's see if we can drop some torps on them. Might be able to.
Our team has
has taken
And
the lead.
smoke is back up. I do like that about these.
Smoke
They are
generator
very, very good for getting the smoke reloaded. And our torps missed everything. Well, that is dreadful.
activated. Engine boost deactivated.
Let's just kill stuff with guns. It should be far enough away that we're not going to see him. He's not going to see us. Lovely. He's down, and can't actually see that Tirpitz, but I'm going to aim over there. We've got a fire. That's pretty good. And hopefully we get this guy, and then good game, as they say. We might take some secondary fire. We just popped out of the smoke, but that's fine. We should get this guy down, hopefully, if I can hit him. But you see what I mean about the change to the way the guns handle. And that Tirpitz could be dropping torps, so that's fine. He's down, he's gone, we won. Good game. Right. So, 77,383 damage, 103 shell hits, 7 torp hits, 4 incapacitations, 1 boat sunk, 1 fire, 2 floods, 8 defence ribbons, 2 spotted ribbons. We picked up task 1, which was get some stuff. Yep. Went away to doing task 2. Mine all mine, to capture things, and this, which is another mission, which is great. 113,980 credits, 1,862 XP, 376 free XP. Where were we? Do you know what? Second on the team, considering that was my first game in that boat. I'll take that. I'll take that. Don't mind that. Detail report. There's the numbers there. You see we got 49k on that Alabama. Beautifully done. Good damage, sort of spread across a lot of ships, really. Not huge numbers, but you know, not frightened to fire at different things. And what was the take home? Let's have a look. So take home 51,710 and 2,866 on the captain XP. So there we go. That is the Hsienyang. It's more akin to the American destroyers I've played previously. So it's kind of got that pew pew pew, you know, reasonably high shell arc, get over islands. She's manoeuvrable, she's quick. The torpedoes, when you land them, have a hell of a punch. It's just, yeah, it'd be nice to have had, I don't know, 3 triple launchers rather than 2 quintuple, maybe. You know, just I'd rather lose a torp to get a quicker reload, if that makes sense. But yeah, she is what she is, and she isn't bad. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have you played her? Are you working towards her? Yeah, that was my first game, only game that I've had in her. I'm not disappointed. I think I've got more to learn, but so far, so good. Anyway, you know the drill, guys. If you enjoyed the video, the like button is there. Give it a tickle. If you're new to the channel, then why not subscribe? Let me know your thoughts on the tutorial Tuesdays that I've started doing. I've put one up so far. There'll be another one up tomorrow. Are they useful? You know, I know if you've been playing the game for a long time, maybe you're not finding them all that useful because you probably know these things. But if you were a new player, or if you are a new player, let me know your thoughts. Yeah, be interested to hear. So I think that's quite enough from me for now. Look at that big dragon, eh? Yeah, so for now, Captain Random, signing off. Take care, and I'll see you again in the next one.